Hello everybody, this is Dago Zeta, and you remember our last video I said you can go and hit this thing? Well, I'm gonna hit it right here and show you what you can do with it. All it does really is puts up those things so you can climb around that way. And there's still a tank in there which I don't know how to get yet. I thought you might be able to do something here, so I was fooling around a bit, but I gave up because I don't want to waste time, so we're gonna head back here. I figured if I mentioned something, I should at least show you how to do it. And this video, we are going to venture into the early parts of Sector 1, because sort of like Metroid Fusion, this game is, there's like sectors and stuff.
Go through the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1.
And I think while you're doing everything here, Adam sits safely in that control booth.
To survey Sector 1.
I don't. Though the one thing I'm questioning is why he even came in the first place, because he is a general. I mean, that'd be kind of weird to go. He was like sort of in the front lines when we found him. I mean, they weren't exactly fighting anything. He's like the guy who kind of fights in the back and tells everyone what to do, but still. Usually, I kind of expect a general to radio them in or something. I don't know. And there we go once again with my random shooting habit, which there, I don't know why I was jumping. I kind of thought something, I don't know. But this elevator is going to lead to an area where you can access the elevators to the 3 sectors. There's only 3 of them. I mean, Metroid Fusion had 6 of them, yeah. How could I forget that? Yeah. Now, one thing I figure I should mention now, with regards to item collection, I have not yet decided if I'm going to try to get all of them for the walkthrough. I'm thinking maybe yes. So, I don't know, I might either just go and like wait till like the end of the game and go back and get the ones I missed, or try to get as many as I can on the way along. But whatever. I usually like trying to be as much of a completionist as I can. I mean, I did pretty good with Super Metroid. I didn't get all of them. I think there was like, I think I got like 70-80% in Super Metroid when I finished it. Metroid Fusion, I was able to get 100% of the items, which I actually was able to get them all under 2 hours too when I beat the game. So that got me the best ending possible. I don't know, that's actually more difficult than it sounds. I'm not like one of those people who can do it in like only an hour. But then again, I did it like not tool assisted or anything like that. So I kind of pushed the margin. I got really close to 2 hours, but I managed to beat it under it, which basically the biggest advice I can give for trying to do that is, I mean, without using tool assistance or anything, is to save frequently. I don't know, that sounds like a waste of time. I'm not really good at saving in this game. I don't know why. But you save as much as you can, and every time you fail on getting a tank that's hard to get, you just reset because you'll have wasted time. And also, it helps to know where all the tanks are ahead of time. Obviously, know the game like the back of your hand. You just get every tank. Like, I had to play through the game like 6 or 7 times before I was able to do it. So, fear not, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so now we're in Sector 1 here. This is the, I guess you can say, tropical sector. It's sort of like a rainforest. And I don't know why I wasn't locking onto that thing. For some reason, it just wasn't letting me. I don't know. And just gonna give you a kind of a thought I had a second ago. Just recently, I heard a song by Dragon Force live. Now, they kind of gotten a pretty bad reputation for being like video game music, mainly because their song seems like impossibly hard to play, and they just because they're Through the Fire and Flames is on Guitar Hero. And I don't know, their approach to music, they're like overly flashy in my opinion. I don't really hate it, but I do think they could have, because if they're playing music they even have they have difficulty playing, that seemed to be a good idea. We maybe tone it down a little bit. I understand you're trying to be all good at your music, but still. Alright, right there, for a second, I didn't think that the fight started yet. So, I thought that him grabbing me was part of the cutscene. Right here, I'm still kind of fooling around, because I don't know why, I just like to do that. But what you're supposed to do is, you can target him by using a missile. Because this guy's a chameleon. I guess you can consider him a sub-boss. And I did not expect him to be right there. But he's not that powerful, actually. Though he's quite easy, because the game also introduces a new tactic to use against him. Which is this thing, they call it the lethal strike. And unfortunately he's not dead there. This guy, I wouldn't exactly consider him a boss, because you do fight him multiple times, because I fought him a bit later. And plus also the lethal strike is a very cool move. Though, it seems like this game, one problem I have with it though, is that it seems to prompt you to do things way too often. Like, I've been told multiple times how to do the overblast or the lethal strike within the same fight. Now, I don't think I have to go that way, so I'm not going to. Okay, this guy, I really hate these things. They're like mean as fly traps, except they appear to have actual faces too. But normally, I call those things like rape enemies, because they grab you and they won't let you go. I really hate those kind of enemies, but I still... And oh yeah, by the way, also there is a way to get to break their grasp faster. I should have thought of this before. So I didn't figure it out until after this video, but what you have to do, you go into Morph Ball and start dropping bombs on them. It's sort of like in the older Metroid games, what you do when a Metroid grabs you. Pretty much the only way to break free is to use bombs. Now, okay, now this is pretty much the end of the video, and for some reason it randomly brought up a loading screen here. I don't know why. The game never did that to me before, and then it just started doing it randomly while I was recording. I don't know why it just decided to pull up random loading screens, whatever. But that's all the footage we have for here. I'll see you next time where we venture deeper into Sector 1. Have a good day.